"But it is not your own Shire," said Gildor. "Others dwelt here before hobbits were, and others will dwell here again when hobbits are no more. The wide world is all about you. You can fence yourselves in, but you cannot forever fence it out." The Shire. Those words alone are enough to conjure images of fantasy and peace. The home to the hobbits of the Third and Fourth Ages, it is often compared to Tolkien's vision of a quintessential English countryside. There isn't much to say about the Shire that hasn't already been said by minds far more creative and intelligent than my own, but I believe I speak for many when I say that the Shire will always be a home away from home, just past the grey rain curtains of our world and the next. Thank you for joining me wherever you happen to be in Middle-earth for today's episode of How Well Do You Know? The Shire. Today's quiz will be divided up into 3 tiers. Each tier will pertain to questions about the Shire, with each tier getting increasingly more difficult. Each tier will have a small icon of Bag End in the corner to denote its level of difficulty. For every question, you'll have 7 seconds to answer. Remember, these quizzes are just for fun, so if you need to pause the quiz to think, feel free to do so. Don't forget to keep score at home, so you can share which ones you missed and which ones you got right. Let's see how well you know the Shire. What is the name of the inn that our hobbit gang tends to frequent? The Green Dragon. This female hobbit grew up around the Gamgee family and tended to the Green Dragon and its patrons. Following Sam's return to the Shire, he would later marry her. Who is she? Rosie Cotton. Which word is missing from this quote? Dragon. In the Fellowship of the Ring, there is a celebration for both Frodo and Bilbo's birthdays. How old are they turning respectively? "33 and 111. Following the end of the War of the Ring, the Shire joined the reunited kingdom by the decree of whom? King Aragorn. Keep an eye on your spoons. This hobbit might try to wander off with them. Lobelia Sackville Baggins. According to Merry and Pippin, the finest pipeweed in all of the Shire comes from this location. The South Farthing. What geographical feature separates the Shire from the East and the rest of Middle-earth? The Brandywine River. Before heading out on his grand adventure, Frodo leaves the Shire and moves into Buckland. What is the name of his new home in Buckland? Crickhollow. Early on during their journey, the hobbits stay at this hobbit's home for a short while. This hobbit recently threatened one of the 9 ringwraiths with his vicious dogs. What was the name of this hobbit? Farmer Maggot. The Shire is located in what ancient kingdom of men? The Kingdom of Arnor. During the middle period of the Third Age, who initially granted the hobbits permission to settle the lands that are now known as the Shire? King Argoleb II. Sam was eventually elected mayor of the Shire. How many times consecutively? 7 consecutive times. According to Hobbit legend, who was responsible for inventing the game of golf during the Battle of the Green Fields? Bandobras Took. Bag End was excavated and later built by which hobbit? Bungo Baggins. So how well did you know the Shire? Leave your score down below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and share it with a friend to see how well they know the Shire. Thanks for joining me today on How Well Do You Know? You can stay up to date with the channel by clicking the subscribe button, followed by the bell icon. I'll see you next week on How Well Do You Know? Don't miss it. As always, take care and be good to each other.